Back on Wavy News Senate 4, I'm Tom Schaad with a story about a life. Johnny Jackrabbit Brown passed away a few days ago. Hard to argue that he was shortchanged in his 94 years here. Still, many will miss him, and in a moment you'll see why. A little over 4 years ago, I spent a day with Brown, who played college football at what is now ODU. Our story coincided with that sport's return to Old Dominion. You could say the seeds of the Monarchs' current reign were planted by guys like Brown. He was colorful, fun, and most of all, inspiring.
Send him back, coach, send him back. We got to do that again. Let's go.
Bobby Wilder's squad of raw recruits is not the first chapter of ODU football.
Go, baby.
Sandlot mercenaries clad in leather and canvas once wore green and gold on fall Saturdays. They were the Norfolk Division Braves, playing for a branch campus of William and Mary before it became Old Dominion.
Keep the ball tight to your body.
Not many witnessed the Norfolk Division Braves from these bleachers, and soon the crack of leather helmets faded from the confines of Foreman Field. But this is a story about renewal, as seen through the eyes of an early warrior.
I love that ball, except when I fumble.
He's 90 now, but from 1937 through 1939, tailback Johnny Jackrabbit Brown scampered over enemy linemen. He played both offense and defense. 70 years later, he gave me a taste of his gridiron heroics.
Oh, in your face. I'll get in the helmet.
Right like that.
Helmet. And then I dance
like
away.
Okay. Three things mattered to Brown when he played.
Winning.
The second.
Winning.
And of course,
winning.
A spirit of toughness comes from the heart when Brown tells stories of hard times and what he calls tramp athletes.
We were walk-ons. We didn't have to pass anything. They had us in here so we would not compete with our fathers for jobs. It was during the Depression.
Brown says the team trained on cheese sandwiches.
We very seldom had a guy on our team that weighed over 180 pounds.
But don't discount the brutality of open-face warfare in 1930s football. Brown suffered 4 concussions in 3 seasons.
And I'm walking around today with another one, I think, you know.
Scores were low, substitutions limited.
The reason that the scores were so low was that we were all pooped out.
As for a teammate who once collapsed returning an intercepted pass,
someone said, "What happened to him?" Tommy Scott says, "Malnutrition."
Tommy Scott, coach who compiled a 68, 27, and 5 record, a man of few words but great lessons.
See, Tommy taught us discipline, sportsmanship, everything it's needed to be a leader.
Brown became one of those leaders, a tank commander under General George Patton in World War II, and later coach, teacher, and principal at Granby High School.
All right, hey!
The old Norfolk Division team folded in 1940, money trouble among other problems. But this seasoned tailback is looking ahead. What do you think when you look at all these stands? They're going to be filled.
Yeah.
Saturday.
I know it. Terrific. Terrific. Can hardly wait for that whistle to blow.
Johnny Jackrabbit Brown, and when that whistle blew, he was ready. ODU was ready. They beat Schaad and went 9-2 for the most successful startup program in college football. I have a special recollection of Johnny Brown on Wavy.com. Take a moment and have a look.